What's happening, my curious bunch of health fanatics? Do you have a flat stomach, or do you hold a bit of extra weight around the midriff? Well, according to a recent study, if you are middle-aged, around 50, all that extra weight you are holding will make you enter frailty during old age faster. So let me recap. Holding extra weight around your stomach is shown to speed up biological aging. But how? This research was performed by the University of Oslo in Tromsø, Norway. This study tracked around 4,500 people over the age of 45 for over 20 years, and what it found was quite remarkable. Those with a high or relatively high waistline perimeter were 57% more likely to be frail than their slim counterparts. But what does the word frail actually mean? Well, for the purposes of this study, it simply means things like weakened grip strength, slower walking speed, increased propensity for exhaustion, involuntary weight loss, such as loss of muscle or bone, the very things you don't want to lose, and of course, poor physical activity. For me personally, all those things are a disaster during aging. They are biomarkers for what I would personally consider increased biological aging. So regardless of what you consider biological aging to actually be, those conditions I just outlined are things you want to avoid at all costs if you are interested in longevity or healthy aging. So let's look at some more data. Those that were obese at the beginning of the study, which is defined as a body mass index or BMI over 30, were 2.5 times more likely to be frail than those with a normal BMI in the average range of 18.5 to 24.9. That's quite stunning, because if you consider those conditions of frailty we mentioned above to be part and parcel of biological aging, then those with a BMI over 30 aged more than 2.5 times faster than their slim counterparts. There are, of course, numerous reasons why obesity could increase frailty, but more confusingly, how does obesity affect muscle strength? Well, obesity is implicated in things like increased inflammation in the fat, which can induce muscle fiber damage, which results in decreased muscle strength and muscle function. So don't think of fat and muscle as two completely separate mechanisms, because excessive fat is clearly detrimental to muscle fibers, and increased muscle mass is clearly detrimental to fat buildup, as muscles require vast amounts of energy, so muscles can help clean up excess glucose and reduce fat accumulation. You have to decide which mechanism is going to be the most dominant mechanism in your body. Of course, obesity is connected to a range of other health conditions such as diabetes and even increased cancer prevalence. So changing your mindset and learning new healthy habits, and never temporary dieting, but learning a new lifestyle, is going to deliver great benefit to your overall health. This study appears to indicate that your health at middle age can dictate your rate of biological aging later in life, or at least dictate your ability to function vibrantly, which I consider an important indicator of biological aging. This is why maintaining a clever diet that isn't loaded with carbohydrates, or a diet that makes your body hold water, is a good decision. It is also why the older you get, the more you should consider some type of training. And this is also why it is so important to lose that weight if you consider aging and longevity important. After all, that's why you're watching my channel. Steer clear of carbohydrates such as breakfast cereals, potatoes, rice, breads and pastas. Those are loaded with energy that will turn to fat, and they will also cause you to hold excessive water. Most alcoholic drinks are also packed with sugars, so reduce your alcohol and learn about low carb options. There are plenty out there now. With my training, I lift the heaviest weights I can 4 times per week, with each session never going more than 30 minutes. And I perform 3 minutes of high intensity interval training each morning. That's about 2.5 hours per week. So it's pretty simple to have a flat stomach and great health. And for good measure, I'll say this one more time. You cannot train your way out of a bad diet. Losing weight is 95% done in the kitchen. Always chat with your doctor about health data you see online. Don't forget to pick up a copy of my book, The Anti-Aging Toolkit. Hit that thumbs up button, fist bump the subscribe button, or face the consequences of your actions. Visit me at www.scienceofaging.life, and as always, stay young and stay vibrant.